Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Gary Payton hired as head coach at College of Alameda. Former NBA point guard and Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame inductee Gary Payton is being hired as head coach at the College of Alameda in California, per Mark J. Spears of ESPN/Enscape. Alameda is a junior college program that competes in the Bay Valley Conference. Payton, 56, served as head coach at Lincoln University in Oakland the past 2 seasons, as Spears noted. He was let go at the end of last season. He is best known for his time with the Seattle Supersonics, 1990 to 2003, helping the franchise reach the 1996 NBA Finals, where they lost to Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. Payton was a 10-time All-Star and 9-time member of the All-Defense First Team. He was named Defensive Player of the Year in that 1995-96 season. He became a journeyman of sorts following his career in Seattle, spending time with the Milwaukee Bucks, Los Angeles Lakers, Boston Celtics, and Miami Heat. Payton won his lone championship with the Heat in 2006. Along with all those accolades, Payton is considered among the NBA's all-time greatest trash talkers and ended his career with 250 technicals. "I never take it too far, I just try to talk and get their mind off the game and turn their attention on me," he once said. "Sometimes I get accused of trash talking even though I'm not. Referees and spectators immediately figure you're trash talking. But I could be talking to a guy about what's going on or asking about his family." Shaquille O'Neal goes after J.J. Redick, next. Pat Riley, my AS. Former Miami Heat star center Shaquille O'Neal was quick to dismiss the comparisons that folks have made between Los Angeles Lakers head coach J.J. Redick and Heat team president Pat Riley. Riley was the head coach of the Heat when O'Neal, along with Dwayne Wade, helped Miami win its first title in franchise history in 2006. "No, stop it," O'Neal said when told that there are people who are calling Redick the next Riley. "Don't even, no, stop it. Stop it. First of all, JJ is a nice guy. Pat Riley is the man. So, imagine you come in and JJ Redick starts yelling at you. It's gon' be a fight in there. Players ain't going for all that yelling and all that screaming and all that extra running." Next. Pat Riley, Maya. The Athletic Shams' Charania and Jovan Buha reported in May, before the Lakers hired Redick to be their newest head coach, that the Lakers organization was infatuated with Redick's potential and viewed him as a promising coaching prospect. League-wide, Redick, a former player and media analyst, has garnered buzz for the position, Charania and Buha wrote. The Lakers are infatuated with Redick's potential, according to league sources, viewing him as a Pat Riley-like coaching prospect who could both help the franchise in the short term and lead it for years. The Lakers inked Redick to a 4-year contract for him to become the 29th head coach in the history of the storied franchise in June, 1 month after that report from The Athletic surfaced. Riley is one of the most accomplished head coaches in the history of the NBA. His tenure in the league's head coaching ranks spanned several decades, and he led several teams, the Lakers and Heat, to titles during that time. He saw the lion's share of his success as a head coach come when he led the Lakers franchise from the sidelines decades ago, when the team was spearheaded by the likes of Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Riley coached the Lakers to 4 titles in 1 decade alone, as Los Angeles won championships in the years 1982, 1985, 1987 and 1988. Riley won his 5th and final title as a head coach many years later with the Heat, and O'Neal was one of the top players on that 2006 title team. He played in 59 games during the 2005 to 2006 regular season and averaged 20.0 points on 60% shooting from the field, coupled with 9.2 rebounds, 1.9 assists and 1.8 blocks per game. Redick carved out a better playing career in the NBA than Riley did, though, at least from a scoring standpoint. The former spent 15 seasons in the NBA and averaged 12.8 points per game for his career. The latter, meanwhile, averaged double digits in scoring in only one of his 9 seasons in the league. Kyle Kuzma to Miami Heat. Rumors intensify after Washington Wizards star's latest comments. The Miami Heat appear to be happy to stick with the roster that they have, focusing on health rather than changes, and run it back in the 2024-25 season. The fans' general view, though, is that they need to make additions if they are to be contenders moving forward. With 24-25 possibly being Jimmy Butler's last season in Miami, the Heat must make one last push for the championship next year. Right now, they do not seem to be in a position to do that. The Heat roster appears to have stagnated while teams around them, like the Philadelphia 76ers and New York Knicks, have strengthened considerably over the offseason and moved ahead in the pecking order. Kyle Kuzma is someone who has been loosely linked with a move to Miami in recent weeks, mostly through proposed trades rather than insiders. Some of Kuzma's recent comments are pretty interesting, though, as the Washington Wizards star has showered praise on Pat Riley despite having never interacted with him. While talking with All-Star magazine, Kuzma said regarding Riley, I've never had a chance to interact with Pat, but I've always admired him. I just admired his no-nonsense approach when it came to basketball and being professional, because that's me. When I'm off the court, I'm very fun, I have all these different passions. But when I step in between the lines of basketball, I'm very, very serious, because I love it and it's important to me. So, I just love what he stands for, and when you look at his just tutelage of the sport resume from the Showtime years up until just building what the Heat culture is, it's pretty phenomenal. Kuzma was drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers in 2017 and spent 4 years playing for them, even winning a championship. Kuzma was traded to the Wizards in 2021 as part of the Russell Westbrook deal. It would be safe to say that the move did not work out for the Lakers. As for Kuzma, he has proven himself as a scorer with the Wizards. He averaged 22.2 points last season and 21.2 the season before. His rebounds and assists numbers are solid as well. We know he is not a great shooter, but competent. Jimmy Butler's long-term future with the Miami Heat is in doubt. Rumors suggested that he was seeking a max contract extension this summer itself, but the franchise were not keen on handing him one. That is understandable, considering that he is set to turn 35 years old this offseason and has a long injury history. We just saw him miss the entire playoff series against the Boston Celtics, as the Heat were eliminated. Of course, in the past, we have seen his greatness as well. The Heat's last 2 trips to the NBA Finals would not have happened without Butler. On his day, he is one of the best in the world. It is very possible, though, that the Butler era in Miami is approaching its end. If he were to leave, the Heat would have a tough time replacing him. Finding a like-for-like replacement for Butler might be pretty much impossible. The Heat might hope for some of its young stars to step up while also bringing in a solid small forward. Does Brandon Ingram fit the role? In the article Brandon Ingram landing spots if New Orleans Pelicans trade star forward on Bleacher Report, Andy Bailey wrote, "Now, of course, Ingram isn't on track to be the next Butler. Far from it. And Miami could reasonably talk itself into Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Tyler Herro eventually replacing their current superstar. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Kyle Kuzma? Leave your opinion in the comments.